Polly Crozier from GLAD, Director Hawkins, and Sharon Santilli. Polly, if you could just give us an overview kind of on what I know I kind of stumbled through on the changes that you made and the work you guys have done, but if you could cover that before I get to Director Hawkins, I'd appreciate it.
Sounds great. Thank you. Well, Chair Lynch-Prada, members of the Senate Judiciary Committee, my name is Patience Crozier. I'm an attorney at GLBTQ Legal Advocates and Defenders, where I focus on youth and family issues. And before that, I was a family lawyer in private practice, protecting children's relationships with their parents. And really, for me, there's nothing more important and foundational than a child's relationship with their parents. So first, I just really want to thank you for the opportunity to testify in support of this important bill, and thank the chair of this committee and the Senate for your support of parentage last year. It was deeply appreciated. I know you're really well versed on this issue, so I'll keep it brief. So current Rhode Island parentage law, as you know, is over 40 years old. Only Mississippi and Kentucky have parentage laws as old as Rhode Island at this point. The current uniform law on paternity is outdated and unconstitutional, with major holes in protections for children. It leads to inequality and vulnerability and leaves some children with a route to parentage and other children completely unprotected. The status quo at this point is hurting Rhode Island children. I think it's a constitutional imperative to protect all children regardless of the circumstances of their birth, whether they're born into a marriage or not, whether they were born genetically related to their parents or through gamete donation. I think the time to act is now, and that this bill is the tool to make that change. And I just want to echo and appreciate Rep. McEntee's work on this issue, which really was a collaborative process informed by key stakeholders, particularly the family court. And I also want to echo Chair Lynch-Prada, who actually I thought said it extremely well, that this is substantively similar to last year's bill. It is structured based on the Vermont Parentage Act, which is a different structure, which I think is, some would say, clearer, more straightforward, requires less cross-referencing. So substantively similar to the Uniform Parentage Act, and Vermont is a Uniform Parentage Act compliant state as well. But the central substance remains the same. It establishes clear paths to parentage for all children, regardless of the circumstances of their birth, and articulates clear standards for how to establish parentage for all children. And it meets constitutional demands, complies with federal law, and is, in my view, best practice. So that's a brief overview. I just want to also say that I speak in support of this bill on behalf of GLAD, and as a New England-wide LGBTQ civil rights organizations, we routinely hear from Rhode Island families who are really struggling with barriers to establishing their parentage and dealing day-to-day with the discrimination of a scheme that is just too old. In that we are only one organization, but when a broad and strong coalition led by Rhode Island families, consisting of many organizations dedicated to ensuring that all children from the moment of birth can be protected. So I just want to say thank you so much. I hope you'll support the bill. I'm here to answer any questions you might have now or later on in this process. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Any questions or comments for Polly? Thank you.